Make a brief statement and give you a couple minutes to ask some questions. So,
Say your name and spell it for us.
absolutely. The name is Ashley, A-S-H-L-E-Y. Last name Gonzalez, Gonzalez, Chief of Police for Austin ISD Police Department. I'm here with my Assistant Chief, Gus Barrera. Good afternoon. My name is Ashley Gonzalez, Chief of Police for Austin ISD Police Department. This morning, shortly before 10 o'clock, the administration for Akins College High School was notified that there was 3 students in a bathroom, possibly in possession of a handgun. Immediately, the school resource officers on site were notified, and shortly thereafter, the school campus went on lockdown. Additional officers were summoned to the scene, as well as investigators. While the lockdown, the investigation was commenced. Shortly thereafter, we determined the identity of the 3 individuals that were seen in the bathroom. As the investigation continued, the students were located in different classrooms and isolated from the rest of the student population. At some point, it was discovered that one of the students had in his possession 2 magazines. One magazine had ammunition, and so the investigation continued it was a lengthy lockdown. During that time, the school notified parents of the situation. We asked parents to refrain from coming to the campus while we continue this investigation. Again, it was a lengthy investigation because we want to make sure the students are safe. That is our #1 priority here at Austin ISD, and that will continue to be our goal. I'm very thankful to say that no shots were fired. I know that there was some information that was circulated via social media, and there was some additional concern for parents that have been shots fired. That was not the case. At all times, the students were safe and the staff were safe. We had a lot of resources on the campus to support the staff and make sure that we had a safe environment for the campus. The investigation is continuing at this point. Once we were satisfied that we had controlled the situation and it was under control and deemed safe, we de-escalated from a lockdown to a hold, and this was to allow some of the students to start utilizing the restrooms because, again, it was a lengthy lockdown. Very thankful with the administration. The staff did a wonderful job in implementing the lockdown promptly and maintaining it while we did what we had to do. Grateful all the training and the teachers. Very thankful with the parents and the patients that they had during this incident. I know that it's a concern when you have a student here. That's a concern that Austin ISD and Austin ISD Police Department shares each and every day. We take it seriously. We train seriously for this type of events to make sure the students are safe. And as much as we can do, control the situation so that way everybody gets to go home at the end of the day. So
was just one individual?
There was a total of 3 individuals involved.
Where are they now, and what kind of punishment do they face?
At this point, the investigation is continuing as far as criminal. There's also administrative sanctions that the school can take. So again, we identify who they are. We're aware of that. The school administration is aware of that. So they won't be returned to campus tomorrow while the investigation continues.
So they weren't taken into custody or anything like that?
At this point, the investigation is continuing, and so still in the early stages.
You said you found 2 magazines. Was there a weapon with those magazines?
There was the witness mentioned that it was a weapon that was seen. A weapon was not located.
So you had 3 individuals. How were the 3 individuals linked together on this incident?
The 3 individuals were together in the bathroom, and one was allegedly displaying or handling the weapon.
What made you all determined to stop searching for a weapon if that's what a student says they saw?
We're confident that the 3 individuals that were involved had been isolated and that they've been checked for weapons. They were not in possession of weapons. We had sufficient officers on site to allow for a controlled de-escalation. So we had officers in the hallway supporting the staff. We'll continue that process throughout the dismissal, and we'll have additional officers here tomorrow as well.
So no actual weapon, just the magazine.
No weapon was located.
Was the campus searched completely for the weapon?
The areas of concern were searched, and we will continue to make sure that to go over different areas with the school administration and make sure the campus continues to be safe.
Has surveillance been monitored?
Sorry?
Has school surveillance been monitored to see the
That's part of the investigation. We'll continue to look at any footage that we have as well as other people coming forward.
What do you want to say to parents? A lot of parents were like, I'm not bringing my kid back. I'm scared of the school now. They've mentioned, a couple of parents mentioned to me there were several other incidents that have occurred this year, a stabbing, another gun or something like that. Can you validate or confirm any of that?
You know, these are valid concerns that we share with the parents. It is an ongoing issue, not just here locally, but nationwide. I know the Austin ISD and Austin ISD Police Department takes that very seriously. We're fortunate to have a police department that is assigned to the district, that knows the staff, knows the students. We have campuses that are patrolled directly by SRO, school resource officers. So we have great relationships, and we continue to work on those relationships. With that comes information that flows back and forth, and we're able to teach. I'm very satisfied. You know, we talked about see something, say something. Something was seen today that triggered this response, and we were able to act quickly and respond to the situation. And we'll continue to do that.
Have there been other incidents this year? Someone mentioned there had been a stabbing. Someone mentioned that another weapon had been found earlier this year.
There's been also other incidents here, yeah, in Austin. Yeah, that is correct.
Not in Austin, but at this particular school.
Yes, there was.
Can you tell me which one, what has occurred?
There was a stabbing at the school. It was an isolated incident between two students. We identified who that was, and so it was an ongoing issue or no threat to the other students.
Was there a weapon found earlier this year also?
I'm not sure about that. I don't have
Can
information.
you just recap for me how all of this started in the morning?
Sure.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Shortly before 10 o'clock, school administration became aware that there was 3 students in the bathroom, possibly in possession of a weapon. With that, the school resource officers on site were notified, and then lockdown was initiated.
How many district officers were able to? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Granted the stabbing that happened a month ago, is there going to be extra precaution after this incident?
You know, every time there's an incident, we debrief. We look at the incident. We talk to the staff. We review our protocols to make sure, and not just locally, but whatever happens around the nation, it's a learning lesson for all of us. We train with other police departments, and so we implement that training to make sure our campuses are safe, our response is appropriate to this incident and any others that can come our way.
You mentioned that the
We have time for
magazines
2 more
were loaded.
questions. We have time for 2 more questions. We'll go with the gentleman in blue, and then we'll go to you.
Sure. How many officers responded?
On site, we had approximately 18 officers. And there was 2 magazines recovered. 1 magazine was loaded with some ammunition.
Do we have an idea what the caliber was?
A 380. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.